And they came here to surrender. The video clearly shows a number of officers turning up to be disarmed by Taliban fighters, even though they vastly outnumbered them 7 to 1. Their ammo belts and webbing are removed, as well as their weapons, all of which, of course, has been paid for by the West. And then the police officers are free to go. They don't wish to join the Taliban, it appears, but they certainly don't want to fight them either. Indeed, their demeanour, if anything, seems one of outright happiness and relief. It's not clear why these policemen laid down their arms so calmly to such a small band of Taliban fighters. But that's not all. The images also show a number of vehicles arriving, and these too, we are told, were duly handed over to the Taliban fighters here.
The most difficult mission here right now. It's a different world. Their mindset, they're not very intelligent. The common sense factor seems to be lacking a lot. It's like teaching a bunch of 5-year-olds.
They give the Afghans gear, which they often do not use while on patrol. That's only part of the challenge.
They can only learn so much because they're not used to a training environment or a classroom environment. It's very hard to keep their attention span. They want to take chai breaks every few minutes, and so we're training them as fast as we can.
It's great. The Marines are training me up to be like my American hero, John Rambo.
More than 60% of them might drop out before they finish training. Corruption and drug use are common. Afghanistan's police force has a notorious reputation for extortion and theft.
You're not ready. You don't have a helmet on. Najib doesn't have a rifle right now. How is he ready?
It's like having 26 kids that I have to watch after. It really is.
Ready would be on the road, staged, ready to move at 8:30.
I think if they introduced drug testing to the Afghan army, we would lose probably 3/4 to maybe 80–85% of the army.
It requires telling them almost 30 times, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this.
Come on, let's go!
Someone's got a helmet on backwards.
They all still got their weapons slung on their shoulders like it's not a fucking combat patrol. I know we're supposed to advise them and everything like that, but they're supposed to be able to conduct tactical operations without us. So if I wasn't standing here right now, it makes me wonder if a dude in a bright blue shirt would be going into the mountains, and he probably would be.
Still, time means nothing to these guys. If I tell them that the douchebag was going to drop a bomb on their head at 8:30 in the morning, they'd probably be drinking chai at 8:29.
The army is really upsetting me now. In fact, you can't really call it an army at all. I'm just losing interest in it. But what can we do? They've recruited totally the wrong kind of men. They're all stupid and ignorant. These young men are a bunch of delinquents. They're only here because they've been driven out of their villages for misbehaving.
After 7 years of training, many Afghan troops still lack even the most basic of soldiering skills.
There you go. Good, there. I give a fuck about your chai. I care about the mission.
And they are facing a well-trained, highly motivated and experienced enemy that is steadily gaining ground.
We are a little better than we were, and I hope in the future we'll improve some more. But in the meantime, the international forces have to stay. They have to stay here to help us.
Whoa, whoa! What the fuck are you doing over here? It was a worm, man. He was doing the worm.